Sean Doesn't Merry Christmas.
And I'm Max Johnson, and a happy Hanukkah to you.
I knew you were gonna say that as soon as I said Merry Christmas. Welcome to It's a Good Movie.
It's not a good movie.
And today we're gonna be talking about a really old movie, but it suits the. Oh come on, dude! Like it's almost 2012.
Projected by hand. With the Lumiere brothers.
I was born in 1989. We should get it straight. If something is old, I'm old. Okay. In the spirit of the season, we're going to be talking about a Christmas movie, and it's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which was
Dr. Seuss's Ron Howard's How the Grinch
Jim
Stole
Carrey,
Christmas.
starring Jim Carrey.
Starring Jim Carrey as the Grinch who stole said Christmas.
So I saw this movie in the theater, and I must have been, well, I'm assuming it came out at Christmas time, so I was probably 12.
You were 12 at Christmas. That's how you remember how old you were.
Well, I'm born in the middle of the year, so if it's later in the year, then I'm older plus the year, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So
that's not up for debate tonight.
My age. I wish it were. So I saw this in the theater, and I kind of died.
Of laughter?
Not
right?
inside.
No.
Because, frankly, Dr. Seuss isn't really in my heart. I mean, I read his books a lot when I was a kid, but I laughed my ass off with this movie.
Well, I saw it the following year on video, and I don't know if maybe by then I was a little older.
13.
A little wiser.
A little wiser.
Yeah.
You hit the teenage years and suddenly, I know the world.
Right. Testicles.
Dropping. At 13? Wow.
Wait, is that good or bad?
I'm not gonna make a medical statement on record.
Well, now I just don't know. But I saw it, and I can say without hyperbole.
You can say without anything.
Without hyperbole. Hyperbole. God damn it! How do you really say it?
Hyperbole.
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 I can say without hyperbole that it ruined Christmas. Forever. For everyone. Forever.
Okay. Why is that?
Right. Okay, well, I saw the trailer for this movie, and I thought it looked interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was, the Dr. Seuss world brought into live action, this and that. And it was seemed kind of weird and dark, and that's not what I was necessarily after. I just want a funny movie, right? But I think I laughed maybe twice.
I don't know
in
why.
the whole movie, and I think it was the one thing where it was like his answering machine message playing in the background.
And I got you like a fish.
Right. If you want to send a fax, press 4.
Yeah.
And one other thing, and that was it. And
I could name so many jokes right now that
you could, but
I laugh at every time.
I'd probably not laugh at them again, like I did before. So
I thought you said you only laughed twice.
Yeah, I only laughed twice, but you could name all these other jokes, and I wouldn't laugh at them in the same way that I didn't laugh at them. You know what not laughing sounds like, right? It sounds like this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then let's just go through and try to determine your funny bone here, because I am perplexed. Great scene when he's depressed in his cave, and he's in his lounger, and he takes a bottle and he just smashes it and starts eating it.
I didn't laugh at that.
And then he says, "Am I just eating because I'm bored?" He's eating glass, though. I win.
I'm laughing at you.
What about when he goes crazy in town and he hijacks the tiny car and he runs it into a fire hydrant and it blows up like an atomic bomb?
I'm just laughing at the fact that you've got all these on reserve that you just pull out of your bag.
What about when he's at the end, when his heart is changing and he's good and he's in pain and he says, "Max, I'm feeling."
That was probably the other thing I laughed at. But I'm even not laughing at it now, so. The plot did not grab me at all.
You mean the plot of the Grinch?
Yeah, you mean, yeah, I mean the plot of the Grinch that started in the last 15 minutes of the movie. And
Not really, but
the first hour or so did not grab me. No, it didn't. With Cindy Lou Who and, Mary Who Retton and...
how do you know the names? That's what I want to know.
I'm making these up.
Okay.
Who Diamond Phillips and Who Gossett Jr.
Huey Armstrong.
That's not bad.
Okay.
This
is going to be the rest of the video.
Huey Lewis and the Who's.
Okay.
Anyway, I felt like it was like an hour of padding in this movie, and I felt like they looked.
I don't understand how
Grinch.
you can go to this movie and think I want something that can only be told in 15 minutes in a feature-length form.
Well, I feel like they had to look at this existing property, and they were told, "Hey, you gotta expand this to feature length," and I feel like they didn't crack it. They didn't come up with an interesting way of doing that. So
I don't know. I can't think of a better way, but
and
I mean,
Ron Howard directed Apollo 13.
Carrey in this movie, a lot of people say he's just Ace Ventura.
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's the other Carrey?
I don't know. I thought there was a woman named Carrey.
Carrey who? Who's on first? But
what do you think the Who's on First routine is like in Whoville? Is it like who's on first? And it's like, okay.
That's it. Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. No, Carrey, I've heard, criticism that he's Ace Ventura in unrecognizable makeup and a Sean Connery accent. And I don't know. Confession time, I've never seen Ace Ventura, either of them. But I am used to Jim Carrey's over-the-top antics. And I think here it's a really nice mesh with, he changes the voice in such a way that maybe it is exactly a Sean Connery impression, but for some reason it just really works as the Grinch. And, he does his over-the-top evil cackling.
I think the voice fits the costuming.
And it makes it even funnier when he's really active and jumping around because they gave him that big furry pot belly.
That I can't get behind because I felt like this movie was pretty much all just jumping around and Dutch angles and things flying across the screen and goo. So
there's goo?
I'm pretty sure there was.
I think you're remembering something else about your time watching that movie, but let's move on to that. No, I mean, I don't know. I think your opinion of this movie is pretty much invalidated by the fact that you like Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat was a better adaptation.
Like everybody in the world thinks it's everybody who hated the Grinch thought, wow, this was terrible. And then when the Cat in the Hat came out, they were like, I didn't know the Grinch could look good, but now it does because the Cat in the Hat exists.
Well,
now there's a movie with goo. And you complain about the imaginary goo that didn't happen in the Grinch, and then you like a movie with another comedian in a ridiculous getup, jumping around, bad CGI, not even Ron Howard, Alec Baldwin covered in purple goo, going like this, and the goo is sticking, and I'll admit,
I'm laughing. That I'm actually laughing at memories of.
That's my point, though.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna defend my grudging acceptance of Cat in the Hat. But
I don't think it's very grudging. I mean,
well,
I'll admit that the Cat in the Hat, while it's not good, it's not bad for a guilty pleasure. I think the humor is so bad, it's funny.
I just think that the Grinch is just guilty.